what's making you think that Savage is a street?
Everyone.
On God, because I know what my version of a dress is. It's kind of like when you do put on the dress. Is that
Y'all, this just escalated from rap beef to full-blown panic mode because Fivio Foreign allegedly leaked a wild tape involving 21 Savage and Young Thug with Latto. 1 minute, it was all Twitter fingers and street politics. Next, Fivio was claiming he had receipts that exposed way more than anyone was ready for. Now 21 is staying quiet, the internet is losing it, and the beef is only getting nastier. This isn't just messy, it's career-level chaos. And once you hear exactly what Fivio is accusing him of and the receipts he's flexing, the whole situation hits different. So, let's break it down. Okay, so it seems like Fivio was this close to losing it because he's been going off over his beef with 21 Savage, but never in a million years did we think it would get this messy, exposing 21 or allegedly getting freaky with Young Thug and Latto. Yo, this man just keeps digging himself deeper every time he opens his mouth about 21. Now, to be fair, bringing Young Thug into the drama didn't come out of nowhere because Thug is also a major player in the F the Streets movement that Fivio has been battling against. It all started with 21 trying to make peace between Atlanta rappers currently beefing, starting with Young Thug and Gunna. Now, everybody already knows about Gunna's snitching situation, so we won't dive into that mess. But 21 publicly called for peace between them, saying, Gunna, Young Thug, y'all fix that ish. Y'all love each other, Ninja. You knew Gunna wasn't a gangster when he spoke the first time, and we let it slide for you. He wasn't trying to leave you hanging, Ninja. For the streets, we ain't get ish, but trauma from that ish. And he also tweeted at Quo and Offset, saying, Quo, Offset, y'all didn't just see me put y'all on a group text and tell y'all to squash before it got far. If y'all was still together, y'all would be unstoppable. So yeah, it looks like 21 is out here trying to play peacekeeper and bring everyone back together who's beefing. And from the looks of it, Young Thug is very much on board with the F the Streets movement because he tweeted right back at 21 saying F the music streets. Now this was all it took for Fivio to take offense, and take offense he did. For some reason, he believed that 21 and Thug saying F the streets meant they were ungrateful for the come-up and opportunities the streets gave him. He went off on a long rant on Twitter, saying stuff like, the streets are the reason why a lot of these ninjas are in big positions. I have never turned my back on my biggest support system. How ninjas help change the streets or save the streets. The streets keep me moving and keep me in mind good. And guess what? He added, I better not see one ninja from the streets supporting nobody that says F the streets. I don't care who you are. Nobody gets it past my eyes. He also said he could understand saying F Joe F if someone was crashing out over dumb stuff just to impress the ninjas in a hood that wants to hold you back anyway. For F violence, he said. But there's something special about the streets that you can't find anywhere else in the world. I'm from New York, and the streets are bad out here, but it's a few good men I meet in the streets that will be in my heart forever. Now, this definitely seems like one big misunderstanding, because everyone else could see that 21 didn't mean F the streets the way Fivio took it. He meant letting go of the negative part of the streets that keeps rappers getting in trouble or hurt. But Fivio either doesn't see that or he doesn't care, because he's been crashing out hard. And he didn't stop there. He went on DJ Academic's show and basically called 21 out for being a hypocrite who doesn't really belong to the streets.
What's making you think that Savage is a street?
Okay, and seriously now, the same when you
said fuck.
Okay, I think he said that because he loves stuff. Honestly, the same thing you've heard about, or well, not heard, maybe you just know. All right, the same thing I've heard about Baby when it comes to his he be within how they get down. Same thing I've heard about Savage. Same. Nobody play with him. It ain't like that. You know what I mean? Heard the same thing.
Why you think 21 Savage is a street, bro?
He's just, bro, stop it.
Street where?
The foil nigga, just stop it. Bro.
In Atlanta?
You could only be a street if where you from. Like, niggas in Montana don't know if you're a street.
That's not true. It's not true.
Bro,
if you're a certain type, you're a certain type everywhere, and your name and your arm is going to be able to stretch to certain different parts of the world.
No, it's different
states.
Savage one of them. Honestly, like I'm not saying on some instigating shit.
Yo, Foreign, shut your ass up, nigga.
Stop saying my motherfucking name. Don't think because a nigga trying to change that. Man, y'all sit down somewhere, man. Straight up. If your ass walking around with a 38, don't say nothing to me about the street. Straight up. If your ass 35 or older and you been trying to rap since you was goddamn 17, 16, 15, don't say nothing to me about the street. You don't know nothing about the street. You ain't did nothing in the street. Straight up. Y'all nigga keep talking about all this fuck the street shit. Savage this, savage that, savage this. Savage just slapped the shit out one of y'all niggas in real life. Y'all niggas know this. Stop motherfucking playing.
But Fivio didn't back down. Instead, he wrote, "I said what I said. No back and forth with a ninja who said after streets, ninjas a B and eat a D and a P." 21 then clapped back, talking about all the rappers who beat up women, thinking they're tough now. But given Fivio's history of arrests for putting hands on women, it didn't take long for fans to realize 21 was throwing shade directly at him. But Fivio didn't stay quiet for long. He fired back, and fired back hard. He decided to get messy and revealed that the real reason 21 was riding so hard for Young Thug is that he and Thug have a history of threesomes with Latto. Yes, y'all, the same Latto Fivio claimed had a thing for him back in the day. But this stuff was too good not to brag about. I fuck around, but if I ain't gonna pass, then I ain't gonna pass. I ain't gonna pass. But wait, y'all, the story gets even nastier. According to Fivio, even though Latto was in the room when the alleged shenanigans happened, the real action went down between 21 and Thug. They allegedly got down and dirty with each other. Yes, talk about shots of fire. But hold up, wait a minute, because it gets even hotter. Fivio is standing by his truth, and fans are convinced he's telling it, because both 21 and Thug have been facing DL allegations for a minute now. Thug's allegations got louder once he got out of prison, but if you've been around for a while, you already know the streets have been whispering about him being low-key zesty. Between rocking dresses on his album covers and casually calling his boys bae, folks have always questioned his sexuality. I mean, y'all remember that interview where he justified wearing a purple dress for one of his album covers, right?
Everyone.
On God, because I know what my version of a dress is. It's kind of like when you do put on the dress. Is that more for shock? No, it's just like I wanted a cheetah print long shirt. I couldn't find one. This is the closest I'm gonna get to it. It stopped me from judging people because it's like people judge me and people say gay, but it's like if people think that I'm gay, they already misjudged.
It got even worse when those jail cell calls leaked and he bragged about getting down and dirty with the male corrections officer.
Wow, I'm so P. Mariah don't even know. I mean, it bitch still fucking. Goddamn CO give the box quicker than the FedEx work. They don't be telling my business, man.
And when fans called him out for being gay, y'all remember what he said. He doubled down, got mad, and claimed that all the rappers from Atlanta were getting bent over. Then he tweeted, "Since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's just air it all out. Then we'll all be taken mad in Atlanta. I'm talking all your favorite rappers be taking it, and their homeboys be giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around, baby, if you not with it." Y'all, it's wild how Lil Baby ended up catching a stray completely unprovoked. Thug deleted the tweet a couple of days later, but never explained or apologized for it. And now, with Fivio's claims about Thug and 21 being a secret duo, it starts to make a little sense when you think about it. Even though 21 isn't technically from Atlanta, he's deep in the ATL scene. And now fans are convinced he's one of the low-key rappers Thug was hinting at, the ones getting mad deep. Of course, Thug would know if 21 was one of those, given the situation. But this is where the whole thing gets really ugly. This wasn't just a diss, this was a detonation. Fivio didn't argue, he exposed. And once you drop allegations like that in public, there's no taking them back. And 21 going silent after that only made the whispers louder. Thug's old moments are being replayed like evidence, and Latto being dragged into it took this mess from messy to straight up reckless. Fans are analyzing every pause, every tweet, every move, hunting for cracks. And whether Fivio is lying, spiraling, or just standing on business, the damage is already done. This beef stopped being about pride or the streets. It's now about secrets. And now that those secrets are out, somebody's about to crack.